Ladies and gentlemen, we are still here. WGB presents its Showtime edition number 60. And now, we are ready for the final fight of tonight. Sao Paulo, voices estão preparados? And this will be the It's Showtime World Title, 85 kilograms max. 5 rounds of 3 minutes, and soon we know who will be the It's Showtime World Champion. And now, the first fighter making his way to the ring, fighting out of the blue corner, representing the Netherlands. Please welcome Mr. Tyson, Jason Wilnis.
So here we go, the world title. Jason Wilnis coming out first as the last minute replacement. The champion is the challenger here in Sao Paulo. Can you feel the atmosphere now, Tim?
Yeah, what a fantastic atmosphere. I mean, you can just about hear you talking. You know, Jason Wilnis is actually coming as a substitute fighter, you know, but again, he's coming out of, you know, a fantastic fighting camp. You know, he seemed very confident for a guy that was just stepping into his shoes and fighting for a world title.
Yeah, it'd be interesting to see if he lives up to his Tyson nickname tonight. Here he comes, Jason Wilnis, take the fight on just 1 week's notice. Young man, 21 years old, 19 fights, 16 wins, 2 losses.
You know, I was watching him in the weigh-in and I actually saw him in the press conference as well. He's a very quiet guy. He just seemed to be constantly focused.
And his opponent,
exactly, it's been a great fight.
World Title, 85 kilograms max. Representing Brazil, fighting out of the red corner, please welcome Alexandro.
You can hear the home crowd. The whole of Sao Paulo are behind Sandro Pereira now. Feel the atmosphere, the whole crowd's on their fight for the final. It's Showtime, 85 kilo world title fight. It means so much to Brazil if they can take this home.
Can you hear them all cheering here? They're constantly cheering his name here. The atmosphere is electric. It's Showtime World Title fight.
Aren't they, for Alexandro Pereira? 26 fights, 24 wins, 18 KOs. He's going to be a banger this one.
Yeah, you know, obviously Jason stepped in at the last minute, and you know, with a week's notice, he's obviously been training. He's a great fighter, and he feels he can upset the Brazilians. So let's see what he can do. But this young man here, Pereira, he is the one to watch, and he is a very confident guy. I saw him earlier as well, and he told me he was going to tear KO him in the second round.
It's a big statement from the Brazilian fighter there, Sandro Pereira, 25 years old. Tall for the weight as well, 194 kilos. You can see him now firing the bow and arrow at Jason Wilnis as he comes in.
Yeah, this guy's not come to play, he's come to take this title. You know, he wants to show everybody that the Brazilians are making a statement. So he wants that belt around his waist.
Exactly, you can see tonight is really, really exciting. Home crowds behind him, you can just hear the roar, feel the tension, can't you? That makes up his Showtime.
Well, it's a great atmosphere. I mean, you know, this has been a great show. There's been some fantastic fights so far. Let's just hope this one, you know, just tops that, makes the icing on the cake.
85 kilograms max. We would like to have your attention for both fighters and the national anthems. Fighters, please, to the middle of the ring.
Of course, world title fight, they're going to play the national anthem.
And we start first with the national anthem for Mr. Wilnis from Holland. Thank you very much. And now, may we please have your attention for national anthem for Mr. Pereira, specially performed by Mr. Leonardo Testoni.
Literally electric now, the tension, isn't it? Crowd now going wild. The national pride. The national anthem. Brazil in with a chance for the first world. It's Showtime world title 85.
Fighters, please go to your corner. Ladies and gentlemen, this is the It's Showtime world title, 85 kilograms max. 5 rounds of 3 minutes according to the Showtime rules. And the referee of this match will be Mr. Mubadel El Ghazaoui. Sao Paulo, are you ready?
What an atmosphere, isn't it, Tim? You just sense the tension rippling round.
Yeah, this is going to be a really good fight. Both guys, you know, are squaring up to each other. And I think, you know, the Brazilian guy, he looks really, really confident. You know, speaking to Pereira earlier, he, you know, definitely, I think he's going to come out quite fast.
Yeah, it'll be interesting though. They can't kill Wilnis Tyson for nothing. Nice right teep to start. He's tall, Alex Pereira, isn't he?
He's a tall guy, yeah. You can see he's got long range with them legs and pushing out that jab.
Nice left high kick there.
There's the fast start we were talking about.
Unorthodox style, isn't he? He's standing very low for his height. Wide studs.
Well, it'll be interesting to see how Jason Wilnis actually sort of, when he starts opening up with some shots, to see the reaction. You know, Pereira's coming out throwing like long range shots, and Wilson looks like he wants to get, Wilnis needs to get close. He seems to want to get close.
Yeah, he does. You can sense he wants to unload with those hands. And Alex Pereira is just unloading a little bit more, notching up the points, using his range well. Some nice right hand there by Pereira. Nice left hook. Wilnis is unfazed though. He's strong. He's covering up.
Yeah, he's covering up. He looks as if he's just, you know, waiting for the opportunity to throw a big shot. You know, he's peppering away at them legs and he's looking for a big hook.
Yeah, he's taking his time, Wilnis, isn't he? Not being rushed at all. Show you a lot more experience than his 21 years of age.
Yeah, again, another young guy, you know, I mean, this, you know, he looks very strong.
There's what's now almost a trademark Brazilian spinning back kick attempted there by Pereira.
I think every fighter has thrown one, yes.
Again, Wilnis is just weathering up those big shots and firing in the low kick. Hard hits by Pereira.
Yeah, but they're on the glove, he's catching them on the glove. You know, he's tucking out well, and again, look, he's showing a little bit of power there, you know. Wilnis is showing some big power with the hooks there.
Yeah, he's moving well, Pereira. He's just funny studs, and it suits him. Awkward style, a little unorthodox. Low kicking, using his jabs, set up the other shots nicely. Oh, some hard hooks going in, and then the team to push him away. Smart fighting by Pereira.
Yeah, good. You know, it's a good atmosphere as well. The crowd are getting behind him as he's fighting him. You know, maybe he's just coming a bit wide. He needs to maybe go through the middle. He's throwing the sweeping hooks, but he's not going through the middle. You know, Wilnis has got a really good tight guard down the side there. He don't seem to be getting through.
He has strong Wilnis. He's weathering those shots up, ready to unload later.
Oh,
there's a hard right hand there, but Pereira was unfazed.
He is unfazed. You know, I like the way Jason Wilnis is putting them shots in when he's throwing them right hands and left hooks. He looks as if he's got the power.
Yeah, a lot of conviction in there, isn't there?
But, you know, he's not doing enough though, because he's getting picked off a little bit by Pereira there. He's throwing more work, doing more work, throwing more shots.
Yeah, I definitely have Pereira ahead on points at the moment. But that right hand from Wilnis, if one of them lands,
the first round.
game over.
Yeah, that was a great fight, a first round, a great first round. You know, I think Pereira done more work and won the first round, but Wilnis, you know, he looks as if he's got the power as well, so he's getting tucking up close and he wants to throw that big shot to take him out.
Exactly. And again, what spectacular matchmaking by Showtime. Bringing in Wilnis at the last minute, who previously challenged the previous champion Zaha and narrowly lost on points. He stepped in and you wouldn't think he was a late Lewis replacement at all, would you, Tim?
No, not at all. Like I say, again, I mean, you know, training out of the Dutch camp, you know, he's going to be